What's up, coolers? Welcome back to another video of Talking Tiki-Taka, and in this video I'm going to talk about something very interesting. So football, I feel and I strongly believe that is going to change forever, or already has changed forever from this season on. And starting from the managers to coaching staff to everyone inside the club, including the players and the fans, all have to change. And this is why. Let's talk about it. So if you have played football, or if you know anything about football in a professional level, then one thing is very certain and very obvious, that in every single schedule, in every single match, the kind of preparation every single team has to take, it's absolutely ginormous. It's huge, it's daunting, it's laborsome, and it's very, very intensive. So what happens from this season on? In previous seasons, all the managers, the coaching staff, the teams, the players used to know that what kind of schedule I had, or let's say I have in front of me, even before start of the season. Because in the league, you know which 19 teams you're going to face. In Champions League, there was less of a curveball, because you had 3 teams to figure out, dissect, strategize, analyze in the group stage. In this case, which is now an 8 teams, and there is no home and away affair. So it's a one-off. You have to get it right the first time, the only time. Otherwise, you lose the points. And this is going to be a league system, a table system. So every single point matters. It's no longer any dead rubber match for any of the teams. So going into every single schedule, all the teams have to absolutely get a PhD of all the teams and be absolutely ready. There is no second chance. There is no second chance for any of the team, and this is going to play a crucial role. Now, why do I say that? Because from the part of the managers, from the part of the coaching staff, you have to be very, very diligent in figuring out how do I place my team in front of certain oppositions, in front of certain let's say stadiums, opposition fans, and so on and so forth. And these are very minuscule to the audience, but if you are in the running of a club, these details and these situations and these finer informations play a very crucial role. And every single manager and every single coaching staff inside the club needs to figure them out precisely. Football is no longer just 11 players coming onto the field and giving their best and expecting for a good result. It doesn't work like that anymore. There is tremendous amount of analyzing, data, statistics, analysts involved, and it's hard work. And when the schedules are increasing at such a rapid rate, and it's probably gonna increase even further, then it's gonna get even more difficult for all the coaching staffs and managers out there. Yes, absolute physical torment for the players, but from here it's going to be 10 times, if not 100 times more difficult for all the coaches and managers out there. So who do I think is going to excel in this kind of a demanding situation? My guess is managers and coaching staffs who are adaptable, who, yes, definitely has a certain value or has certain style of football that they prefer, but adaptability is going to be the keyword. Let me just give you an example from Flick's perspective. So we all know what kind of football Flick likes to play. He wants continuous pressing. He wants to make the opposition's life a complete hell. Now, in this kind of situation where you have 1,000 matches to play in a single season, can you maintain the intensity for 90 minutes in every single match, or should you do that? In this case, I think what Flick probably needs to understand is, if I have a very big squad, 30-35 players on whom I can count on, proper substitute for each of the positions, then maybe yes, you rotate your squad in a certain manner that it doesn't really become overbearing on any certain player. But in the situation we are in right now, if we have like 15-18 players going into a match day, we cannot expect to give our absolute best in every single match, and we should not. We probably have to choose matches where probably we say and admit that, okay, this is a match we probably will lose, and this is a sacrifice that we have to make. And we have to actually choose in which match we go no holds barred, and in which matches we actually play circumspect football. Now, what do I mean by circumspect? Not giving my 100%, and I mean that in every way of the word. Not giving our 100% in every single match. Maybe in certain matches, Flick chooses that his players give 70%, and if they can get the result out, then it's good. If we do eventually lose some points, or let's say lose a match, then fine, we'll try and sort of figure out a way to let's say take those points back or overcome that situation in a certain manner. But we cannot go into every single match with the intensity that Flick has shown if, and it's a big if because it all depends on this if we do not have a big squad. We cannot expect 15-18 players to play this long of a season with 100% intensity. What this will do is eventually we will lose big players, there will be some horrendous injuries, and eventually not just the players will be burnt out, the coaching, the managerial staff, everyone is going to be absolutely burnt out. And what we have seen in the recent years is a tendency of managers retiring at a young age. Consider Klopp, consider Pep Guardiola in the Barca time. All these amazing managers were burnt out. It's not an easy job for us, the audience. It's very easy to dissect and make a comment on certain gameplay, certain players, and so on. But from a manager's perspective, it's a non-stop job. You do not get any time off. You do not get any day off. You have to be at your best every single match day, every single week, and this is going to be even more difficult from this season on. So in summary, what I can say is football is absolutely going to change, or maybe already has changed for the better or the worse. That we'll someday figure it out in the near future. But right now it's more matches for the fans, it's more money for the management and the club, and also more money for the players as well. So it's a win-win for all parties until it's no longer is. But how bad or how good it's going to be, we'll eventually figure out in the coming days. And as far as Barcelona is concerned, what I would really love this team to do, and I want to see as a fan, is to adapt. Absolutely not letting go of our DNA, yes, 100%, but play with a little bit of smartness, a little bit of caution, a little bit of adaptability, because football is no longer just 11 players going onto the field and giving their absolute best. It's more than that. It requires vision, and it requires a tremendous bit of planning, which I feel Flick, being a very smart manager, we can hopefully do that. And in that hope, Visca el Barça.